You're listening to Australia's national youth radio station, Triple J. For more info, go to triplej.net.au.
Hello.
Hang on, keep talking.
Mental. I had a couple of cheeky dogs licking at my spatula.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Hang on a second.
Very careful what you say now.
Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis.
We'd be in trouble.
Would we?
This takes the cake.
I want you to look at my bum. I mean, you know what we could do? What are you doing?
It wasn't that bad.
I've digressed. What else is
She
there?
could turn you over.
That's what you'd think.
Brace yourself. It's Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis on Triple J.
Indeed it is.
Morning.
Back for another day. Thursday.
I always say morning. It's not morning, is it? It's the afternoon. In fact, our show starts bang at the very. It's the dawning of the afternoon.
I'm partial to saying morning at all hours of the day, just because it throws people.
Yeah.
Just because they're forced to check themselves and go, hang on.
Yeah. What? Eh?
And they automatically think it's their problem and not mine. I like that.
I'm a big fan of saying morning when something something kind of a bit wrong's happening. You know, or like when,
okay.
like for example, right? You know, if you see, like in a street, for example, you get a very drunken woman staggering down the street, and like maybe one of her boobs will fall out. Just, you know what I mean? Like it's a drunken night, and then that'll be, oh, morning, you know. Or if you get one of those, you know, or somebody who's maybe it's a couple who are, you know, in a back alley, something a bit saucy. Yeah, something a bit saucy, and you look down there, and it's all, you know, it's all getting a bit, and you go, oh, morning.
So it's your equivalent of hello.
Hello. Yeah, exactly. Because it's more sort of, and if it's something really full on, you know, I sometimes go, morning, Vicar. You know, that's always a.
You bring religion into it when morning. It gets a little bit more.
Morning, Vicar. Especially, I'll tell you the ones I do like is, and this makes me sound like a terrible sexist, I don't mean to, but you know, sometimes where you'll see one of those ladies who's, how can I put it? She's made a bit too much effort.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Mutton dressed as lamb? Is that what you, yeah.
I'm thinking more mutton dressed as pig. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about that sort of, you know, when you see somewhere and you think you didn't need to, the hair's a bit too
you didn't need
big.
to wear every single piece of jewellery you own.
Exactly.
The earrings and the bracelet would have been fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's that sort of look.
Yeah.
And also people who look like they should be in a nightclub, but at like 10 in the morning.
Yes.
You know? And somebody that's trying a bit too hard.
I used to see a lot of people like that at the gym. Women, full makeup, accessories at the gym. And you're just thinking, there's no need for that.
Yeah, at the gym.
Why?
It's vanity gone mad.
Yeah.
In fact, on the subject of vanity, and I know we've got.
Hang on.
I know we've got
just
a lot of
writing
crack.
down. Wait, we were going to talk about mutton dressed as pig.
We've got no. That's all I was going to say.
That's
Is
it. Okay.
when I see those women, I sometimes morning, Vicar. You know. You know, just in that context.
Yeah.
No, plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
I know it's a big can of worms to open. We've got loads to do today, by the way. Let's just say, if you haven't heard the show before, we've got all kinds of George Foreman-related antics. We've got pants travelling around the place.
Shall I just mention what's going to happen in 9 minutes
in
Devonport in Tasmania? A handing over of the pants is going to happen. Elise took our southern pants from Melbourne to Tassie via the Spirit of Tasmania at 12:15, which is in not very long, really.
It's not really. And we only found out that the pants, they can only do it at this time.
Yes, at 12:15 in the car park of the Devonport McDonald's. Elise will be passing the pants to Shane, who is part of the Fellowship of the Pants.
Who are going to take it around Tasmania.
Yes, around Tassie. So that is at 12:15 today in Devonport, Tasmania, in the car park of the Maccas, if you want to witness it. But, of course, if you can't be there, we will be crossing live.
Yeah, that couldn't sound any more sordid if we tried to put it.
Right, what we'll do, right, is we'll meet in the car park in McDonald's.
Can I just say that they picked that meeting place? That was, if it was up to me, everyone would be meeting out the front of the local police station. Yeah. But they picked.
If it was up to me, they'd be meeting in the actual drive-through bit, you know? So you had to come in and you just had to go. And, like, what would happen is they wouldn't actually meet. They would have to put the pants into the drive-through window and then come up and then
collect them.
And then say the secret password and then collect them. So, so basically, I mean, normal, like, with we're going to do other changeovers later in the show as well.
Yes.
We're going to be doing the Sydney...
The Sydney one is happening.
One.
It's all happening very
Yeah.
quickly at 12:30 on the steps of Sydney Town Hall. Another changeover.
Yeah,
So
so
it's going to be
get
bang,
yourself
bang,
down
bang
there.
for the first 3/4 of an hour of the show.
And maybe get some little headphone radio time. A lot of people have them on their phones nowadays,
Yes.
of course. Maybe listen in.
Yeah.
We are on a 7-second delay, so that might be a bit weird. We'll go exchange the pants, and
Yeah.
then there'll be like a pause, and you'll be going, oh, they're trying to build attention.
It would be nice to get someone who's going to be at either of those exchanges to call us on 1300 055536 and commentate the exchange rather than trying to speak to the exchanges themselves.
Yeah, I like the idea. In fact, what would be beautiful is if there was some way of playing the show in the Devonport McDonald's. You know, if somebody
Yeah.
can go in and explain. In fact,
And just
producer Amy
broadcast.
on the other side, can you ring the Devonport McDonald's and see if we can get them? Is that possible?
Amy Blackmer turned
Yeah.
up for another day of just
Yeah.
not knowing what she was going to be required to do.
Yeah, see if they can play. Tell them we'll give them $1 to make a wish.
Plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery. I was leafing through the medical clinics this morning.
Yes.
Section of what happened, right? So I got a bit of a wax problem, right?
In your ear, not
Yeah.
on your bikini line.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I can't quite get it. I got a bit of in the old wax there.
Yeah.
Just building up, and of course, obviously, we haven't got the chicken coming in until tomorrow.
Yes.
If you haven't heard, we've got a live chicken coming in tomorrow.
Possibly more than one.
Yeah.
Possibly a midget chicken,
To
which
peck
we've since
me.
found out is a bantam. Thank
Is
you to
that what it
everyone who
is?
emailed.
Oh,
Yes.
good work, good work. And I thought if it had been tomorrow, I could have simply got the wax pecked out.
Oh, yuck.
But no, it's possible. You can train a monkey to ride a bike. You can train a chicken to peck the wax out of a man's ear. And but obviously that wasn't available to me, so I thought, oh, I'll get one of them walk-in clinics, you know?
Yeah.
Flicking through the clinics, right?
Yeah.
Are you looking at the clock as if
I
to
am.
say, we're
It's
not
all
going to
right.
have a record
It's all
and
right.
get
There's
the
no,
exchange?
there is a track that goes for 4 minutes. So
Look,
this
I'll
is...
tell you what. I'll save me earwax
No,
for
you can-
later.
You've got a minute.
Okay. Are you sure? No, I feel it's.
No,
we
it's
should-
okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
fine.
want to. I don't want to mess around with the musical because it's all about the music and it's all. It's the.
It's okay.
It's the balance, right? Well, I was leafing through the things, the clinics,
Yeah.
right, to try and find a walk-in clinic to have the wax sucked out, right. It opened it up, couldn't believe the amount of penis enlargement and like I'm not saying thanks very much, I don't
Yeah.
require your services,
Yeah.
I'm not enlarging it, but
Yeah.
I'm just quite
You're
literally
just saying it's
there's
fine.
the enlargement and the plastic surgery, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't believe it. I've never seen so many plastic surgery clinics advertised.
Yeah.
Keep leafing through, right? They've all got pictures of, ladies,
Yes.
bosoms on display,
Yeah.
morning vicar, all there, right?
Yeah.
Just showing off the different bits, before, after, cellulite, all that type of business.
Yeah.
Flick to one, right? Advertisement, plastic surgery, have your face done nice. Only a picture of the Mona Lisa.
What?
The Mona Lisa, the old Da Vinci job.
As if
they're-
to suggest that she'd been augmented.
Yeah. One, she'd been augmented, and two, that people are walking in with the work of Da Vinci and saying, excuse me, could you knock us up one of them? A nice enigmatic smile. You know what I'm going to have done? I'm going to go to that place and I'm going to ask for some extra arms and some extra legs at exact 45-degree angles to come out, and a big circle put around the top. There you go. Do that, Da Vinci plastic surgery, people. Anyway, I got a paper clip, put it in my ear, and the wax came out. Problem solved.
Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis with you on Triple J. Now, we have been sending pants on a trip around the country for no reason other than we didn't have anything better to do.
No, more to the point, they're the pants of peace, and we're bringing a nation
are.
together by,
Pants across Australia.
Pants across Australia. It's a community thing. Let's draw together. You
Yes.
know, let's make the world what it used to be.
Yes. Now, we had Elise pick up the pants, the southern pair, from Melbourne, and she was taking them to Tasmania
Yep.
via the Spirit of Tasmania, and she's making an exchange of the pants, about to. Elise, are you there?
Yes.
You are. Now, just,
Yeah.
you took the pants on the Spirit of Tasmania last night. How was that?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
We got to meet the captain of the pants, got a photo with him.
That's brilliant. And the pants literally opening doors for you.
Yeah.
And how did that come about? Did you go to and say, look, we'd like to meet the captain, or did somebody see the pants and go, come and meet? How did it occur?
I went up to him and said, would you like to have a photo with the pants that I got from Ross Noble? They're going around Australia, and yeah, he was
he impressed?
excited. Yeah.
Good.
Who's that?
So you've got that photo now, and you're going to send it into website at triplej.net.au so we can put it up on the Ross and Terri page. And indeed, anyone who might be at any of these changeovers and wants to photograph them, that's where you send your photos. Website at triplej.net.au. Now, describe the car park for us, Elise. Has there been a bit of a turnout?
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. There's a few groups staring at me.
Oh, great.
A bit weird. And there's a lot of cars around and people
Brilliant.
like looking at me going...
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you do us a favour? Can you...
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do, right? Because there might be people sitting in their cars listening. If you are there now, listening in your car, just peep your horn now. Let's see if it... Now, yay! Great. Right, here we go. And then on the, I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, and then do like a massive cheer. Right, hang on. 3, 2, 1.
Slight delay. No, they're jack of it. They don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So have you been approached by Shane? We're going to do the handover now.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there goes the cheer there.
Talk us through talk us through the handover. Where is he?
He's whispering in my ear.
Okay, he's got to whisper the password to you. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we're changing that password.
Yeah, that's password.
They heard it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
Don't say it
I
again.
mean, not seven. What was it?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
All right, so we're handing over the pants.
He's insane.
He's got it now.
He's got the pants. Okay, can you pass this on to Shane just for a moment, Elise?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Shane, you are now the custodian of the pants. How does it feel?
It's fantastic. There's a real kind of power that comes with the pants that will be shared amongst the fellowship and the people of Tasmania.
Do you reckon...
I've got 3 members of the fellowship here as well, Dan and Jacko and Rosie.
Nice, because you are going to take the pants around Tassie and perhaps share them with a few other Tasmanians along the way, and then you're going to be bringing the pants back to Melbourne for the homecoming of the pants next Friday, aren't you?
I sure am. I've got
Excellent.
some cheap flights and we're on the way.
Excellent. And how many of the fellowship? Because I seem to remember we've got Tanya, Dan, Rosie, Jacko, Reese, Kai, and Jess. That's the fellowship, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the fellowship. And Maddie.
Oh, and Maddie's joined as well.
Yeah.
All right, and you've got to decorate the pants with something suitably Tasmanian.
Oh, there's going to be nothing but Tasmania all over these things.
That
Sounds messy.
That does, doesn't it?
All right.
There's a Tasmania badge on there already. Looks fantastic.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Elise has done very well.
And where are you thinking of heading these pants off to first? Where will you be tomorrow where people can come down and be photographed with the pants, do you reckon?
Tomorrow, I think we might do the city of Launceston tomorrow.
Launceston?
Well, we might check in with you tomorrow and find out exactly where you're going to be, Shane.
Oh, the girls have also put some travel sickness tablets in the pocket there.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
That's great. All right, Shane, could you put us back onto Elise, please?
I will do.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, mate. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic. Bye.
So, yeah.
Hi.
Elise, you've done so well as the first transporter of the Southern Pants. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you feel good?
Yeah, it was great. Great time.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being part of Pants Across Australia.
Can we get some more toots just before we go? From
Yeah,
the
we'll
people in
fade
the
down
cars?
some toots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give us some
sure.
toots and some cheers,
Oh,
people,
there's a lady running over back to her car now.
to operate the horn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come
I
on.
don't know if she knows to toot the horn.
Toot the horn and we'll fade the horn.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Sayonara, Tasmania.
There they are.
Until tomorrow.
I love
He's
the
brilliant.
I love the fact that there's just people in the car park there.
Yeah.
It's just you know how like you'll get those sort of sort of older people that just kind of see more than a group of 4 people together, and
Yeah.
they'll just be like, they're up to no good. They're up to no good.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the idea that like there's just somebody they're all there and they're tooting horns and they're just going. There's some kind of crazy, like some kind of Fast and Furious street racing thing,
Yeah.
and they just see what's happening. Oh. just giving each other pants.
That is brilliant. Now, we have a second handover that will be happening at 12:30 on the steps of the Sydney Town Hall, and that is happening between Russell, who took the pants from Melbourne to Sydney, and Matt, who is going to continue the journey of the pants. That's going to happen at 12:30, so you've still got time to get down there if you are in Sydney. But on the line we have Jim, who is actually sitting next to Russell on the Town Hall steps. Are you there, Jim?
Yes, hello.
How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm very excited.
Are you?
Very excited.
Describe the steps of the Town Hall for us. Is there a crowd?
There is a crowd, except I'm sure it has nothing to do with the Pants of Peace. There are a couple of people waving in relation to the Pants of Peace. No, but there is a lot of people here. I think there's some sort of goth convention happening.
A goth
convention? There are
convention?
a lot of goths. Yeah, goth convention.
Isn't that one of those places where goths do tend to congregate?
I don't know. I haven't seen many goths here before.
Oh, it's a new thing.
Pardon?
It's a new thing for the goths.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Town Hall's been here a while, so...
Can you see one of the goths? Can you approach one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go and approach a goth.
I'm at work. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Are you guys all goths or something? Hi. I'm on Triple J at the moment, and so I was wondering if... I'm on Triple J at the moment. I was, they're sniffing glue and stuff, and I was just wondering, is there anything you want me to say to the goths, or...?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, put one of the goths on.
Yep, sure. Hello?
Hello there, who am I speaking to?
Zach.
Hello there, Zach. I'm Ross Noble, and Terri Psiakis is here.
And you're on Triple J.
You're on Triple J, so obviously don't swear. And,
awesome.
Yeah, and so you're a goth?
Possibly.
Possibly? What, you haven't decided on the goth antics yet?
Well, I don't know. I don't really classify myself as everything. I wear a bit of black. That's about it.
That's fair enough, you know.
Do you wear eye makeup, Zach?
Yes.
Goth. You've got goth all over you. You're either a goth or a children's entertainer, one of the two. We're handing over the Pants of Peace, the pants around Australia, and it's too long to explain, but our friend here says that there's a large number of gothic-looking people. Is this an organised event, or is this just an accident?
I don't know. We just... I'm currently going to go get my lip pierced, but, I just got some friends to come with me. But the guy who gave me the phone wants his phone back, so I'm just going to put him back on, okay?
Nice talking to you, Zach.
All right, bye. Nice talking to you.
See ya.
May the eyeliner be with you.
Hello again.
Hello
Hi.
there. He was possibly the friendliest goth I've ever met.
I like Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you imply that they were sniffing glue or that we were sniffing glue, Jim?
They were sniffing glue.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm back at the scene of the piece of pants.
Pants of Peace, yeah.
Pants of Peace, that's the one.
You're very excited, aren't you, Jim?
Yes. And I've just run a lot.
You've done well.
I don't want you to soil your own pants or our pants for that matter.
All right, Jim, well, what we're going to do, thank you for describing the scene, for setting the scene for us. We're going to play a track from the Queens of the Stone Age. Do you like them?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. All right, we're going to play a track from them, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to... Will we get Jim to talk us through the exchange, or will we get Russell to do it?
Well, we can have a bit of both.
We can have a bit of both. Let's have a bit of both. All right, are you happy to hang on the line, Jim?
Yeah, sure.
You got plenty of battery in your mobile?
No, I'm wasting my credit, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's your call. All right, well, we'll... Hang on, I'll put you on hold and we'll call you back.
We'll call you back.
He's very upfront, Jim. I like that.
Yeah, all right. We'll speak in a second.
I'm fading you down, Jim. Is that all right?
And also, I'm not sure about Melbourne Town Hall, Sydney Town Hall steps, but I've got a feeling that there's shops over the road with somebody. If there's anyone up a height, you know,
in an office building across the road,
that can see them from a height. That would be quite good to get an overview. So
to get
give us
that
a ring.
commentary, 1300 0555 36. Ross Noble, Terri Psiakis with you, and it is time for our second passing of the pants. It is happening on the steps of Sydney Town Hall. Who do you want to speak to first, Russell or Jim? Do you want to chat to Russell and then we'll get Jim to commentate the actual thing? All right, so here we have, hopefully, Russell. Are you there, mate?
Yep, I'm here.
How have you been with the pants? You've had them for a couple of days, yeah?
I'm starting to get pretty attached to them, actually. It's going to be sad to see them go.
How have you marked them with kind of Sydney stuff? What have you put on them?
I rushed down to Circular Quay this morning, and you know those little glass cubes with stuff inside them? I
Oh,
attached
yeah.
one of those with the
yeah.
Opera House inside it.
Nice.
That's just hanging off one of those belt loops.
Very nice, because we should specify you have the jeans. Is that right?
The jeans,
They're denim
yes, they're
jeans?
with me right now.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the particular pant that you are in possession of. And has there been a few more people kind of congregating in the last couple of
there's
minutes?
a bit of a crowd gathering, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't think anyone was going to rock up,
Can
but...
you get them to give a bit of a shout out?
Hey!
Nice work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll keep you on hold, and we're just going to get Jim to commentate the passing of the pants so that you can make the exchange of passwords and all that sort of stuff. Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Hang on. All right. We're doing
here
that,
he goes.
and now we're getting. Jim.
And we must point out, these are the Eastern pants.
These are the Eastern pants. Jimmy, there.
Yes, hello.
Okay, I just want you to commentate, give the signal for the passing of the pants to begin and commentate what's happening for us.
Okay, well, the pants have been handed over to Matt, I believe. He's
Yep.
wearing a piece shirt.
Okay.
And he's just trying on the pants as we speak.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he says they are very peaceful.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
And so I was thinking maybe as a signal of the handing over the pants, we could have a slow chant of pants, as Ross suggested.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Start
okay.
that up for
So
us,
can
Jim.
we get everyone to have a slow
Jim's
chant
bang
of
up for it.
pants, please? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Pants! 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 Pants!
It's a proper slow clap.
Pants! 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 Pants!
I think it's mainly Jim. Jim, you're a star.
Your slow chant of pants.
That's
Well done.
brilliant. I completely forgot about the chant. I'm glad you reminded me.
Jim, could you do us a small favour? I know you've already passed your phone to a goth for us today, but could you pass your phone to Matt, who is now in possession of the pants, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Matt.
Someone say, no, I'm not Matt.
Matt, here we go.
Oh.
Here's Matt.
G'day, Matt.
Hello.
How does it feel to be in possession of the pants?
Oh, I've only just got here, so I haven't got them yet. I'm seeing them now, but I've only just arrived.
Who were the pants passed to?
I don't know.
Who's got the pants?
They're on the ground. I can see them.
Well, do you want to get them?
Yes, I've got them.
You've got them.
So who were the pants handed over to
What
then?
happened with the password stuff and all that? Come on, we took certain measures.
I was still waiting to be a pro and looking for the right guy.
All right, we've encountered our first problem with the pants, and that is
But
identification.
I've got them now in my arms.
Oh, you can't imagine
goodness
how
for
relieved we are.
Oh, man.
So
And me, I'll tell you.
Well, who received the pants when everyone was chanting then?
I'm not too sure who it was.
Put him on. Who is it?
Yeah, put him on.
Put him on. Here you go.
All right. Okay.
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Neil.
Neil.
And,
Yeah.
and you received the pants?
Well, no, I was just hanging around and I tried the pants on.
Oh, I see. Right, so you're just a random...
I'm just a random bloke.
So Jim has got nothing on bloody Bruce McAvaney because he's commentated the wrong thing.
That's...
We're gonna
have to...
I tried them on, and they're kind of like lords because I feel very peaceful now.
That's
they
good.
could be like a shrine.
They do heal the sick, it has to be said.
I don't know.
If only George Foreman were there now, his fingerprints would return.
Well, you said they were like some wrecking ball, your knackers yesterday.
The
same sort of things happen to my jeans now, and there's a bit of a hole appearing.
Really? It's a bit like the Turin Shroud.
Well, Neil, I'm glad that you've been touched by the pants.
I have been touched by Noble's gusset.
Neil, could we have who do we want? Matt, the possessor of the pants, back on the line, please.
Yeah, Matt.
Jim just wants his phone back.
The receivee.
Yes.
I'll
Yes,
pass
please.
the baton. Here he is.
Jim's just desperately grabbing for his phone while all this is
Hello.
happening. Now, Matt,
Yes.
are you the right possessor of the pants? Did you have the password?
I do have the password.
Okay. Do we need to hear it, or is there a different...
I can't remember what that
Can you
one was.
whisper the password to Russell, please? And we'll just confirm that you are the right Matt with the
All right.
pants.
Are you ready, Rob? Yeah. Turbo Turtle.
Oh, for
fuck.
God's sake.
That's just brilliant. That's just...
That's brilliant.
The
All right, so
password
you are
word.
the correct possessor of
We're
the pants.
changing it.
I am.
Now, just take us through where you're going to take the pants from Sydney, Matt, and how you're going to transport them.
Well, we're going with me in the car. From Sydney, we're heading back out to Penrith,
Yep.
and from there up the coast through all, just the coastways, like Coff Harbour and Lennox Heads, and
Okay.
stop in at Byron Bay there on the way home.
When will you be in Byron? Because there's been quite a lot of inquiries from Byron, people wanting to know when the Eastern Pants will be hitting the easternmost point
It
of
will
the country.
be, I'd say, Friday night. During
Friday
the
night, you
evening and
reckon?
Friday night, yep.
Okay, and then where do you go from Byron? Where is your ultimate destination?
Landing in Brisbane
Okay, and when do you think you'll be in Brizzy?
on Saturday.
On Saturday. Okay, so we'll be able to check in with you on Monday
Yep,
in Brizzy and arrange the next handing over of the pants.
excellent.
Great. And will you be decorating your vehicle in any way, Matt, to let people know that you do, in fact, have the
I'll
pants
hang
on
them
board?
up in the back window.
Lovely.
Hang them in the back window so anyone that sees them hanging can give me a toot or a flash or something like that.
Nice.
Headlights, I mean.
All right. Well, that
Excellent.
sounds good. Okay, we'll take care of the pants.
Will do.
And drive very safely, Matt, and do feel free, we're on air again tomorrow to give us a buzz and let us know where you're at.
Excellent, will do.
All right, nice one. Do you want to give Jimmy's phone back, please, Matt?
No worries. Which one's Jim? Here he is. No worries. Thanks for that.
No worries. Thanks, Matt. We'll talk to you soon. Jim,
Yes,
you've done very well.
thank you.
Thank you for letting people share your phone for Triple J.
That's all right.
All
I'm
right.
sure Vodafone will want a sponsorship deal for the Vodafone Pants of Peace.
We'd just like to point
No.
out there are many other good
Yeah.
phone companies out there.
These are the people's
Telstra and
pants.
Optus and all
We're
that.
not- we don't want to...
We're not allowed to advertise.
Exactly. But thanks for your help today, Jim.
That's all right.
I'm fading you down, mate.
All right, bye.
Thank you. And
Nice. Did you hear that? He did a falling like a...
he did. Do we still have Russell?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Russell, how are you feeling now that the pants have left your possession?
It's mixed emotions here.
Yeah.
I'll miss the pants, but I'll follow their progress, that's for sure.
You've done brilliantly well. Thank you very much for being the first transporter of the Eastern Pants.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks, everyone get involved in Pants for Peace. It's a great cause, and Godspeed.
Good on you, Russell.
See you,
See you,
mate.
mate.
Goodbye, Sydney.
So if you have any photos of anything that took place there, perhaps even if you have a photo of one of the goths standing on the steps of the Sydney Town Hall, send your photos into website at triplej.net.au and we'll pop them up on the Ross and Terri page. How do you feel, Ross?
I feel excited. I feel cleansed in many ways.
It's a good feeling.
And it's off. The pants are off. Well
they are
and
totally
truly.
off.
There's nothing better. There's nothing more you can say. The pants are well and
Yeah.
they're on their way. It looked at the start like there was a... it's like, can this actually happen? It's happening now.
It is happening.
And have you got your little stickers? Because
I have stickers and highlighters to plot the progress of the pants.
If you're playing at home as well,
Yeah.
on your map, currently, the pants are on their way to Brisbane from Sydney.
Okay.
And also now, of course, we need to find somebody that's going to be in Brisbane on Monday to pick up the pants.
Yes.
To take them north.
There you go. Do feel free to drop us a line on the guest book of the Ross and Terri page and let us know if that's what you can do. And also, we've still got the Northern pair lying around here. We need someone who can
that's
take
true,
them
yeah.
from Melbourne North.
We need to get them to Adelaide, don't we?
I think Amy's motioning through the glass. We may have someone who can take them from Adelaide.
You dancer.
So then we can get them from Adelaide. We have someone who can take them from Adelaide to Darwin, I believe, on the GAN, which is quite exciting.
Yeah.
Let's hear a track.
Wouldn't that be good if the whole of the GAN was just full of goths?
It's possible. Ross and Terri on your radio today, and we had a bit of a chat to someone who may or may not have been a goth.
Yeah, he
Zach.
claimed he wasn't, but he had all the symptoms.
He was wearing black and eyeliner.
Yes.
Does that say...
Yeah,
Not that we
it's-
want to pigeonhole people. We're not
at
trying
all.
to put people
Unless
in
you're
boxes.
a pigeon.
No.
And then obviously that's where you belong.
That's right. But
he
seemed quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, he might have been a transvestite for all we know. No, he could have. We don't.
He could have been. You're right.
He was wearing eye makeup.
Yes.
And he was
Yes.
wearing black.
He didn't say whether it could have been a frock. Could have been a black frock.
Exactly.
That he was wearing. We don't know. We weren't there.
He could have been a priest with very sore eyes.
Could have been. Now, Sinead from Melbourne, you've rung us up to defend goths.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, well, take us through your line of argument.
Ross said something about goths being really nasty, but we're not actually nasty at all because a survey was done late last year about how nice different genres of people are, and it was found that goths are the friendliest people found out of all sort of people. So we're not actually mean at all.
I don't remember. I mean, we can listen to the tapes back, but
you can listen to the MP3s, the podcast.
He said he's one of the nicest goths he's ever met.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
So the inference was that he had met other goths who were not nice. Is that how you took it?
Yeah, but actually every single goth I've met is one of the nicest people in the world.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, please don't think I was, because I'm very partial to a goth. I've sort of...
they taste like chicken.
They do. They're... I've sort of, you know... I'd like to get pecked by a goth.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sure I could get a couple to bite you if you want.
Imagine that. Pecked by a chicken, and while I'm down, I get
Everybody
bitten by
needs
a
a tetanus shot in that situation.
I just, you know, sometimes I steer quite close to the goth line myself. You know, I'm fond of I've got long. It's not really black hair, is it?
Well, it's quite dark. It's been different colours at different times. Let's face it.
But being a goth isn't always what you look like.
Oh.
Okay, so what does being a goth mean to you, Sinead?
It's kind of like a lifestyle. It's not exactly wearing black and wearing makeup, because I know plenty of people who wear black and wear makeup and they aren't a goth.
Okay. So what would you have to do or believe specifically in order to be a goth, according to Sinead from Melbourne?
Most, and this is the opinion of many of the other Melbourne goths, but many people think we believe in Satan, which most of us, if I ask a lot of them, none of them actually believe in Satan, let alone worship him.
Right.
It's a common misconception about us, that we're all evil and we worship the devil and we put spells on everyone, but we don't actually do that at all.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That's comforting.
So what are the criteria then? Give us your list of things that we need to tick in order
There's not an exact criteria, but generally just be yourself. Don't actually act like you're goth. Like, oh yeah, I wear black and I wear eye makeup. I'm so goth. Oh, look at me. We don't really care. We don't really care what anyone thinks of us. It's just
who are you on the phone to?
Who we are.
Rack off. No, I see your point.
That was the devil.
Is that... Don't say that.
Some of them do believe it, but most of us don't actually believe it at all.
So you reckon that the bigger picture of goths have been tainted by a small majority who do in fact practice the dark arts?
Yeah, like you see people on TV that people think everyone's like that, but around the world, all different goths is different.
And I suppose, to be fair, there are a lot of people who dress and look, you know, who dress normally and look quite normal, who in their spare time are devil worshippers, and you'd never know by looking at them.
Exactly.
So the reverse is also true.
Yeah.
It's all just stereotypical things that aren't always true.
I see what you're saying, and I think from now on, it's changed my perception of goths.
Yes. If you ever want to meet a real goth, come down to Flinders Street Station on a Friday night. I can introduce you to plenty of goths who don't worship the devil.
Can I ask you, what is it with people who may or may not be goths congregating on the steps of large buildings?
Well,
Gothic buildings.
It's a common place, and because obviously we're from all over the state, it's a common place where it's big and it can house all of us, and everyone knows where it is.
Okay.
Like Flinders Street, we always catch the trains in.
Yeah.
95% of us catch a train. So
goths don't drive?
Not all of us. Some of us do, but sometimes it's easy to get around by train.
Okay.
So we meet up at Flinders Street, because it's just where everyone ends up at the end of the train trip.
I see what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pigeons. That's funny. Yeah. No, if you think about it, right? Because I'm from a town in the north of England called Newcastle City, really, but from Newcastle, right? And in Newcastle, there's a place called Old Eldon Square, which all the goths congregate. Right?
I've actually heard of that place. I know somebody from there.
Really?
Yes, I have friends from a lot of places.
And you know, in sort of like Flinders Street Station there, you've got the steps of the town halls. Nobody's fully drawn the correlation between the fact that goths and pigeons tend to go to the same locations. I'd like to know if anyone's done any research.
And if so, who's leaving the poo everywhere?
Exactly.
Are the pigeons being falsely blamed?
No, it is the pigeons. In this case, it is the pigeons.
Or is it not poo at all, but some of that white face makeup that goths wear, and all that's happened is somebody's just smeared that onto the floor, and they've gone, bloody pigeons.
Do you do the makeup thing yourself, Sinead?
I do tend to wear quite a bit of eyeliner and pale face makeup, but I'm naturally pale, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
16.
16. And what was the reaction from the family the first time you came out of the bedroom on a Friday night on your way to the steps at Flinders Street Station with the makeup on?
The first night I actually got invited out was because my parents were picking on me for being goth, and one of my friends who was on the phone to me said, come out with me and I'll introduce you to people who are just like us. Cool. And I've loved those people ever since.
Yeah.
So if any of them are listening, I love you.
So the folks weren't too, happy about the heavy eye makeup thing?
My mum's over it now, but my dad likes to make the occasional crack, and my sister, who's quite mainstream, listens to mainstream music, dresses mainstream, she loves to yell out freak in public and that sort of thing.
Oh, that's not very nice. So there's almost like a process of coming out for a goth.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's just something that you are. You don't become a goth, you kind of just are one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's
well,
clear things up for me.
I'd like you to think that this show is a safe haven for anyone gothic.
Yes.
I know a lot of people actually listen to this, because normal radio is crap.
Sinead the Goth, just spouting opinions on Triple J. We like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for...
We're highly opinionated.
No, we like that about you. We like that. You're free to have an opinion. That's okay. Thanks for giving us a call today, Sinead.
No problems.
All right. See you later.
You're welcome to come down and visit us anytime, and we gladly be custodians of the pants when they come back.
Lovely.
Maybe we could get some
We'll
Gothic
teach those pants how to rock, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
See you, mate.
See ya.
You know what we're going to have to do?
What's that?
In the next hour, at some point, we're going to have to contact Ranger George.
Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis with you, and, we thought we had a problem getting the northern pair of pants off on their journey.
It looked a bit shaky, didn't it? It looked like it wasn't going to happen, because we realised that they'd have to go to Adelaide in order to go up north.
To go north,
and we'd already let one pair go to Adelaide, so we're looking for two following in parallel.
Yeah, and we've got someone who can take them from Adelaide to Darwin on the GAN, so it was a matter of getting them from Melbourne to Adelaide, and 3 people have come in to save
Not
the day.
just one person, 3 people.
Adam, Lee and Michael, welcome to Triple J.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, you're going to take the pants, the northern pair, from Melbourne to Adelaide, is that right?
That's right.
Now, was this a trip that it was planned, it was always going to happen, and you thought, nah, bugger it, let's take the pants, we may as well, we're already going?
No.
This is a spur of the moment.
Last night somebody mentioned the Pants of Peace, and we thought we'll take them.
Brilliant.
For fun.
So this trip has been organised specifically for the pants?
Exactly. 2 hours ago.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And how are you travelling? What's the vehicle?
Road trip. A very old Commodore, which may or may not make it.
Brilliant. You see, that's what we're like. It's just you've added that extra element of just that it might not. It could happen. It might not happen.
Should we add any other challenges?
Well, if you'd like to fix the brakes on it, and, just let a bit of brake fluid out there, that would be great, wouldn't it? Just seeing the pants thundering towards Adelaide without any possibility of stopping.
So when do you leave? When are you off?
A few hours.
Yeah.
Okay. In a few hours. All right, and depending on how many breakdowns you may or may not have, we'll keep track of you, and we'll find out when you're getting exactly to Adelaide. Well, you've got the guy who's taking them to Darwin needs them, I think he said, by Sunday.
Oh.
So that should be plenty of time.
That should walk there in that time.
Nice. Well, shall we do the handover?
Yeah, the handover. Yeah.
Of the pants.
No.
These are the green khaki shorts.
No,
they're lovely.
Please don't feel you have to. We know they're a bit manky. We've put a little bit of it. Look at that.
Triple J sticker.
See what I did in the office earlier on?
Very creative.
Look at that. You see? I didn't even tell you I was going to do that.
I'm suitably impressed.
Yeah. Look, it just covers up the
label. Nice. Yeah. Now, do these have holes in them, these ones, or is this the only pair that doesn't?
No, I think these are all right, these ones, but they do.
Here we go.
Now,
Tricky pocket.
I know this looks a bit wrong on the front here, but, right, what's happened in here is, you know, the old washing the and
shopping list.
I don't even know what this is. I should have a little.
Don't lose the clump of hair that's also attached to it. I feel
that's a clump of my hair.
I feel it's very important that goes with you, fellas.
I wonder what that is. It's a load of receipts. That's what that is. It's a load of bank receipts there which have been coagulated, I believe is the only way. Is that the right word?
I'm sure the tax office will still accept them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll just crumble them up into a fine powder and then sprinkle it through. There you go. What did I buy there? Something for $45 at a cafe. That was the most expensive muffin of my life. Anyway,
all right, so that's what's going with the fellas.
So I'll hand... Oh, there's something in the back pocket is what I have. I don't even know what that is. Right, it's got a little Melbourne, Australia thing there. The pants have been handed over.
Pants have been handed over.
I'll get rid of all that.
We will keep in touch with you by phone and track your journey and arrange for you to make the handover with the gentleman who'll be taking them to Darwin. Are you cool with that?
Yep. Yeah.
We will, I think, specify that from now on passwords will remain secret as opposed to being broadcast over the radio.
Excellent idea.
Very
Maybe
loudly.
we'll get people to write them down and pass them to each other rather than say them. Do you reckon that's a good idea?
But could that not look like a bit of a drug deal?
Yes. And I think
That's
so much
good.
the better.
Yeah. In fact, what we should do is all the passwords should be carved into the side of drugs.
All right.
No, I'm just joking.
Well,
hey, kids, don't do drugs.
Well, Adam, Lee and Michael, thank you very much for transporting the northern pair of pants.
Godspeed with your knackered vehicle.
Good luck. I hope there are no breakdowns. Ross and Terri on your radio today.
Apparently that Powderfinger track, that was... they did that originally for a cheese advert. Process this. It was, you know, the processed cheese that you get.
Yeah.
Powderfinger decided that they wanted to, have a song on a commercial. Because they were very, very jealous of Moby, you know.
He's got lots of songs on commercials.
Lots of songs on commercials.
Is he writing music or is he writing ads?
He's pretty much ads straight away. His next album is called I Quite Like Butter. It's quite good. Anyway, so that was... I'll just point out,
yes.
I don't know if you heard, that thing didn't turn off there, and we nearly got in a lot of trouble. The light.
When in the last microphone break?
In the last microphone break, I said just in general, just life in general, I went excellent. I don't know if you heard it.
Yes.
I went excellent like
As
that.
Adam, Lee and Michael took the northern pair of pants to Adelaide.
Excellent like that, in a sort of almost like Mr. Bumble. Excellent. And I was quite, and then I looked up and realised, the mic was still on there. And I very nearly said...
Well, don't say it now.
Well, obviously not, but I nearly said, nice one.
Ah.
That's what you see what I mean?
Look, I'm sure, I know that generally we do language warnings before things, but I tend to think that the listening public of Triple J are, they've lightened up. They're all right.
Yeah.
They're not going to... No one's head's going to explode if they hear a bit of language.
It's not that. It's not the language thing, because I'm partial to a bit of swearing. I love a bit of swearing.
Can I just say, if you could just see what's happening behind you at the moment, there is a man with what appears to be...
Wayne, everyone.
Wayne.
Hi.
Wayne has a milk crate with what appears to be a chicken in it.
God bless you, Wayne.
Have a seat,
Pleased
Wayne.
to meet you. Put your chicken. Take the weight off your chicken.
Just popping the milk crate down. Now, we thought we were getting a chook tomorrow. We thought Matt from Melbourne was bringing us a chook tomorrow, but it appears we'll have one tomorrow. We've got one today. Have a seat there. I'll pop your microphone
Every day's
on.
chicken day. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Wayne, it is lovely to meet you. Now, Wayne, from Melbourne, Melbourneite? Yanar. Where is Yanar?
Gippsland.
Okay. Oh. And have you made the trip in especially today?
I did, yeah. I've been listening for the last 3 days.
God bless you,
the
sir.
chooks haven't turned up, so I thought, bugger it, I'll do it.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you know what's great? I like the fact that you didn't warn us that you were coming as well.
I attempted to, but that was a bit of an effort. You ring through to Sydney and you can't get here.
Oh, it was a bit of a struggle to get through on the phone, so we do apologise, but we're very glad you've done this.
So, that's...
2 hours towards Lakes Entrance.
Oh, right, okay.
Sale, Morwell.
Sounds like an expression. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Well, because where I'm from, people say, we're going up the shops.
Oh, right.
That's so it's like,
Okay. So what do you do for a crust, Wayne?
An artist and musician.
Lovely.
Oh, brilliant. Have you got a CD with you? Because we'll play a track.
I'm nodding my head.
You have? Brilliant. Oh, hello.
Okay.
Look at that. You do as well, do you? Let's have a look.
You've got a bunch of CDs.
Oh, brilliant.
You
Look,
planned ahead.
There we go.
All right.
Like a version, live music entertainment. All right, well, yeah, we'll stick one of these on.
Okay, well, I'll do that. Now, is this your pet chook?
It is, yes.
Okay, and does the chookie have a name?
Captain Bligh.
Captain Bligh. Right.
Hence the one eye.
Right, I figured it was going to be
Has
that.
he got one eye?
It only has one eye.
Well, what happened to the other eye?
Well, it had a fight.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
this is not looking good for you,
Oh,
Ross.
God, this is a cockfight, isn't it? There's a fine line between just getting pecked and actually being physically abused by a professional cockfighter.
All right, so how are we going to do this? You want to be pecked by this chook. What do you advise, Wayne? How is the best way to orchestrate the pecking?
Put your Kevlar glove on first.
Oh,
Do you
your
have a glove?
Kevlar.
Or is it a
You've
suit?
got a Kevlar vest.
Yeah, I've got the Kevlar. This is the Kevlar thing there.
Okay.
Does it, if we sort of...
Can I just point out, Wayne's
What?
got this air of, you wanted it, you've got no
Yeah.
idea what's coming at you. Now you're going to cop it. Put
Can-
your Kevlar vest on,
can
pal,
we,
and brace yourself. There's the chook. She's
and-
very
right.
quiet.
So are you letting the chuck out, or does it go through the thing?
Should I put footwear on at this point?
No, you can put fingers. You can put fingers through the.
Oh, through the actual
the
thing.
side.
If you've just tuned in, Ross and Terry here, we have a live chicken in the studio by the name of Captain Bligh, who is a one-eyed chicken.
Yeah.
Now that was Wayne making a chicken noise.
Trying
there.
to give her a little drink. She didn't really want a
Wasn't
drink,
really
and
bothered.
we're shaking some. Are they their chook pellets?
Yeah.
No, not
she's
hungry.
sitting on the desk at the moment, and strangely fitting in quite well.
Yes.
You know,
not looking
You're both
out of
wearing
place.
black.
Yeah, exactly. With the similarities between the two of us. If I had
You've
a
seen a
little
bit of the sun, and your red forehead's matching the.
It certainly is, actually.
Right.
The only difference is I have two eyes, which I have to say, beautiful looking creature from this side.
Oh,
there you go. Oh,
flapping.
Jesus.
Poor
Okay.
captain.
Right there was a little bit of a... Essentially, what happened in the studio just there was, imagine, say, like a car chase in Smoking in the Bandit, and all of a sudden they went past the chickens and they all fly up in the air. Yeah, but turn it around and, oh, that's quite a mean-looking eye.
Yeah.
Almost gothic in its
You see, she's looking at you for the most part, so which means that I get the other side. So I get the
You're-
wonky eye.
You're getting... It's
And
not
that's,
even it's not even like there isn't an eye there. There's quite a large hole in there.
Well, there's kind of an eye. There's blinking,
Is
and
there?
something's looking at me, but I'm not quite sure what it is. There's
There's
yeah,
nothing.
maybe not.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how are we going to
Right.
set up the pecking? You've got your Kevlar
Right, well, I've
vest.
got my Kevlar thing here.
Pop that on.
I'll pop this on me.
She's doing very well. She hasn't pooed anywhere yet. That's always a plus.
I'll
I
tell
think
you
when you
what.
invite a guest into the studio
Exactly.
and they refrain from defecating on top of the desk, I think that's always a good thing.
The trouble is, though, we get a bit of bird poo in here. The building will be surrounded by goths.
It
Right.
will.
So what I'm going to do,
So-
right? See what I've done?
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, good.
Mobile.
Nice.
I've taken the mic out of the actual stand thing.
Okay.
And right, here we go.
All right. You've covered your fist in Kevlar.
You are, yeah. It's
Don't
not
you
every
gonna punch
day-
the chicken?
No, not every day you hear that, is it? You've covered your fist in Kevlar. There's water all over the desk.
That's
I've
all right. I don't
got a
think it's
feeling
anywhere
that's
near.
gonna.
It could be urine.
Shall I just?
Oh.
Oh, it might be.
Oh.
Shall I mop it up with the Kevlar? Right, go on. Terry's actually covering her face now. Just go on. Is it going to peck? That's it. There you go. Is she actually pecking, or are you whacking her head against mine? Go on.
It's got me by the tentacles, isn't it?
Oh, look at those now. Oh, flapping. Oh.
Oh, there you go. But the thing is, the Kevlar's too protective. I'm going to do it without the Kevlar.
Oh, you're a brave man.
Here we go.
Jesus. Here we go. Do it. Peck. No.
Oh!
See, you can take a chook
Yeah.
to Ross, but you can't
It's
make
not.
it peck.
It's the trouble with that joke. There is, it's just too friendly.
Yeah, she's quite I think she's not flapping in an angry way. I think she's just a bit. Hey.
Just in a hey.
All right, so we didn't get
Never mind.
peckage on the bare skin, but you got to peck through the Kevlar. And did you feel it?
It was fine.
Oh, that's a bit of an anticlimax.
It was a bit, wasn't it? But
Where's
that's
the
fine.
blood?
But at least we've had a chicken
Okay,
in the
we
studio, and I think we've got another one coming tomorrow. And hopefully Because this one seems really placid and hopefully the one tomorrow will be a bit riled up.
Well, let's address the issue of the feet, because you were saying before, Wayne, when she was flapping about, she really had the claws
Hanging
kind
on
of...
to me, and
Does that... Because we were talking about Chook's feet yesterday and about the, is it a foot, is it a claw, is it a talon? Has she got the back bit, the little bit sticking out the back?
no, not like a rooster.
That's just roosters who've got that. But they are quite sharp still, aren't they?
They are, and I was worried when it had old to be there and trying to peck you off. Oi.
All right. Well, that's your first experience with a chicken, Ross.
Yeah.
How do you rate it?
It was good. It was good, but I think the chicken's just a bit placid.
The 2-hour drive.
Yeah,
could have.
it's just kind of chilled it out a little bit, hasn't
It
it?
was sitting in the air conditioner next to me in the car. It was fine. Yeah. It's only looking at us
Is that
now.
chicken wee or is that just the water?
I think it's the water.
Yeah.
I'm
not
hoping it's
drinking
the
it.
Do
water.
you want to mop that up with the Kevlar?
Mop that up with the Kevlar.
vest.
And let's have a little listen to... shall we have a little listen to one of Wayne's tracks here?
Yeah. Is it queued up and ready?
Yes, this is queued up and ready to go. Wayne, do you want to introduce this one?
What's in the CD? What's that
Silver
one
Bullet,
called?
I think.
Ah, Silver Bullet. That's a demonic tune. Close your eyes if you're... put your fingers in your ears if you're religious.
All right, let's have
It's safe.
let's have possibly a tiny little listen to Wayne.
There's going to be goth swarming. Did that chicken lose its eye in a ceremony?
Twisted little boy with a magic toy. Give me all the angels, show me how to use a God's right-hand man. Has given me the plan. A silver bullet will do it. I shot Satan with a silver bullet. I shot Satan with my magic gun. Put my finger on the trigger and I pulled it. It didn't kill him, but it was sure a lot of fun. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan. I shot Satan. I shot Satan down. I stabbed Satan with a silver cutlass. I hacked and I slashed. And when I was done, I swear I thought Satan was nutless. He just laughed. He was well hung. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan. I shot Satan. I shot Satan down. I didn't know it, but it got into rumor. God is smart and the devil is dumb, but at least he has a sense of humor. He may be evil, but he's sure a lot of fun. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan down. I shot Satan. I shot Satan. I shot Satan down.
We like that.
That's great.
That is Wayne's track Silver Bullet. And we've just decided while we were listening to that we're going to get that as an MP3 and put it on the Ross and Terri page
Yeah.
to be downloaded.
And to be downloaded. How long have we got on the Triple J Hot as 100?
I think voting closes next Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the day that we finish?
Yes,
Because
I
we're only
believe
here for 2
so.
weeks. We keep forgetting to tell people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
last
only
day
here
is
for 2
next
weeks.
Friday,
Yeah.
and get your votes in. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe, Wayne, how would you feel?
Yeah.
If you got that into the Hottest 100?
That'd be great. We'd make it
Well,
on
actually,
the-
no, it doesn't
Could you
count because
imagine
it's this year. Oh, when was it recorded? Was it recorded
hasn't-
this year or
it
last
hasn't
year?
been released.
No, but when did you...
Last year.
Last
Perfect.
year.
That's
All right.
fine.
That
Yeah.
works.
That would be
Works
even
for me.
better. A song that
we'll
hasn't
check
been
with Kingsville
released.
clearly, but I reckon...
Oh, it's...
Come
what's
on.
it? Yeah, come on. It's, you know, you can change the rules.
Can you now?
Yeah, of course you can. You know, You know what would be good is if that track got to number 2 and number 1 was just the sound of a chicken.
Well, do you know, I noticed during that track, Captain Bligh, the chook, very peaceful. No flapping, no, just kind of lulled, I think, by the sounds of Silver Bullet. Do you play your music to the chooks often?
No, not too often, no. We get too many eggs if we do that.
Really?
It's calming music for them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? So you play you get them riled up and they stop banging them out. Nice.
All right, well, thank you so much,
I've just
Wayne,
got a look at the eye there.
for bringing, see, that's the other eye. That's what's been looking at me. We should point out it's Captain Bligh's eyes we're talking about, not Wayne's.
That's right.
And the name of the band, too, is Left Nut, and presently it's called Like a Version.
Okay.
Because, that's what we call ourselves.
Okay, beautiful. Well, thank you very much for coming in and for sharing Captain Bligh the Chook with us.
And thank you from Captain Bligh and myself.
There you go.
Go, do it.
You're listening to Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis.
Oh, that was brilliant.
On Triple J.
I don't mean to worry you or scare you anyway. I think I might have bird flu.
You did, you got pecked, but through the Kevlar.
Through the Kevlar, which is bizarre, right? Because I got pecked there, right? But that's the arm that's a little bit sore.
Is that the arm that got flapped?
I think it might have been. I think it might have been the feathers against the. We'll have to ask Ranger George about feather flappage.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I was
going
to mention?
To Ranger George about that. That'd be good.
You know what I was going to mention before, which I forgot to. When the lads left, right, on their way to Adelaide, obviously because I'm giving away the clothes, that's how this all started.
Yes.
I said, help yourself to some clothes and that. They all picked matching shirts.
They did.
One of the lads, he's
Lee.
only taken an extra jumper.
He did.
He's only robbed.
Just doing a count of the clothes left in the box, and then went, hang on a sec.
Hang on a second. he's had 2 lots there.
He has, but Wayne walked out with a nice jacket.
It was like a work shirt.
Indeed.
It's good because such is the eclectic nature of that bag of clothes. And you know what's great as well? I didn't say this before, but Amy asked me earlier in the office, producer Amy, through the glass, she goes, she said, if that's empty at the end of the week, can I have the box? Because she's moving house. So it's worked out nice for everyone, you see.
Did you get any feathers in the box? Because all that flapping that Captain Fly was doing, there's what's that floating around? There's a little thing I can see in the light. Is that featherage?
That's
Did you get
the
any
bird
feathers?
flu virus heading towards you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that you see this box as well, right? That's, where is it? There. Look, storage box, Simpson Storage, right? That's in Kent, in the UK.
In the UK.
Right? And just moving house. Not moving house, putting a load of stuff into storage after I sold my house. And it's I didn't realise this, but you meant to send those boxes back to the storage people. It says on the bottom there, phone free. When you're once these boxes are finished with, please telephone the office and we will arrange for their collection.
Well, how about we put the 5th pair of pants in that box, ring Simpsons, and get them to come pick it up?
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Shall I
do you think they'd pick it up from here? That'd be great, wouldn't it?
We can always ring them and check.
Yeah, that box was meant, and I completely forgotten. Then I got it sent over here, and the next thing you know,
I've kept the box.
I've got a UK box in Australia.
The band quiz, which normally happens between 1 and 2, has been shotgunned. Declan from South Australia has 9-year-old Declan has shotgunned the band quiz.
Does it normally happen between 1 and 2?
The first 2 days it happened between 1 and 2. I think yesterday we pushed it back.
Okay.
We were aiming for it between 1 and 2.
Okay.
Maybe from now on it can just be the whenever band quiz.
Yeah, whenever.
But it has been shotgunned, so if you're thinking I'll ring up and shotgun it, it's already been done, and sometime between now and 3.
Yeah, it might happen.
That'll happen.
I've got to think of the names of the bands. Maybe write a few real ones down. That could happen.
All right. Well, why don't I give you a bit of time for that to happen?
That might be good. We need to get Ranger George on the phone in the next hour as well, don't we?
Well, we want to talk to him about your chicken experience, don't we?
Yeah, and also about the goth pigeon faces. We need to have an update on George Foreman.
Yes.
What's happening with him? We need to make up another lie/urban myth.
We need to check in with Jessica and Emma, who are taking the Western pair of pants to Adelaide. They came and collected them yesterday. We need to check in and find out where they are.
Yeah.
And perhaps where people can come and see the pants.
And maybe make another annoying phone call to somebody.
Ross Noble, you are quite diligently marking with a highlighter pen and the corresponding coloured star The destinations of the pants. You're tracking the pants on our map that we have here in the studio. You're drawing a line from where? Sydney to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Sydney to Brisbane, that's the eastern pants.
That's where they're headed, isn't it, Brisbane?
Yep, that's where Matt is taking
I
them.
got confused. I've just, you know what, I saw that it was coming up to the hour and I thought, I don't want to, tired as you go, get ahead of your admin, you know? Very important.
Well, you're fresh off your experience of being pecked and flapped by Captain Bligh, the chook, and, of course, when we talk animals, we talk to Ranger George. How are you, George?
Hello, Vicar.
Morning, George.
Very well. How are you two?
Very well indeed, very well. I've had an animal experience this morning. It's been a lot of fun this morning. It's the afternoon again.
Oh, it sounds like it was a lot of fun, yeah.
We'd just like to point out at this stage that you are not a ranger and anyway qualified to, but we're calling you that.
That's exactly right. I like to think I'm qualified, but I really have no qualifications.
Yeah.
You know, we like to think you're qualified as well.
Now, we're also talking about pigeons and goths. What would just explain for those who may not have heard it what your conundrum was, Ross?
My conundrum is the fact that, it's more of an observation that goths tend to hang out, you know, train stations, large open areas in city centres, steps of town halls, in the same places that pigeons hang out. And I wondered if there was any relation between the pigeon and the goth and the pigeon.
Well, Ross, I've done a bit of study, and I think it's sort of like a weird symbiotic relationship, or a case of opposites attract. Because I don't know much about goths, but the goths I have seen never look overly happy and joyous about life, and I've never really seen a unhappy pigeon. They always look happy.
Yeah.
They're always keen, bouncing around. They've got a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
bobbing their heads as if keeping time to a jaunty beat.
That's right. Always, you know, they're always saying yes, having a lovely time. Whereas the goths that I've seen, I don't think I've ever really met any. Yeah, no, I just think it's opposites attract, and they draw the happiness from the pigeons.
So it's the yin and the yang, you reckon?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's right.
What a brilliant theory.
Although we do have to be careful what we do say about goths, because Sinead from Melbourne, we're generalising, we're making our own observations, we're not...
That's exactly right.
And you actually think that they draw the happiness from the pigeons?
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, I based a lot of this on my work that I've done with platypuses.
Yep.
Or platypi. And I mean,
I do like a platypi.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? A little bit of salt, that's all you need.
Yeah.
With platypus, I mean, if you're in a bad mood and you go down to a river where you know there's always a platypus, you will never see the platypus if you're in a bad mood.
Oh.
The platypus draws the happiness from you, comes out, says hello.
Well, if you just hang on the line one sec, Ranger George, because we've got someone else who's got their idea about the correlation between pigeons and goths on the line. We might hear that and then get back to you to see what you think about it. Just hang on.
The only thing I'm thinking, though, is that if the goths are drawing the happiness from the pigeons, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean if all goths were banned and were restricted, if there was a curfew placed on there, does that mean that pigeons would then be like ecstatic? You know, does that mean that you just have these pigeons just losing their minds, just like woo, instead of goo goo woo?
I'm not sure, but with 3 minutes to go to the news, someone who may have some light to shed on it, Mick from Melbourne. What's your view?
Hey, well, you were talking before about how the pigeons are walking around nodding their heads like they're keeping a jaunty beat, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's not so much that. I think they're more head-banging.
Ah.
Pigeons are like these tiny little feathered metalheads.
Right.
They've got their own little pigeon slayer and pigeon Metallica.
Yeah.
And they've noticed that a lot of goths also like heavy metal, so they're trying to find all the heavy metal.
So they're trying to hang out with people who play the music that they like. Is that what you're suggesting?
That's it. They're looking for it.
And how would they do the sign that the rockers make, where they take the two middle fingers and sort of pull it in, a bit like the Scout salute, and then sort of like the devil sign, and then just how does that work if you've got wings?
Yeah, well, I think they put a couple of their feathers down. Maybe they do the evil feathers.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like pluck a couple out so that two stick out the edge, and then. But the problem with that is, if you are doing it with both wings, as you sort of like flap them forward, surely they'd just fly off. Yeah, which
Perhaps they
means
do it
that
with one wing and fly around in a circle.
that's true. Flip themselves over onto their backs.
It's possible.
I know I would.
Hang on the line, Mick,
All right.
as you flap around. Ranger George, what do you reckon?
Oh, well, it's interesting. Interesting theory. And I suppose pigeons do headbang, don't they?
Well, they could be perceived as headbanging.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's plausible, you reckon? Mick's
Well,
theory?
they haven't got the long hair, but obviously the movement of the head,
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, it's very plausible.
Maybe
I'd
we
like
need to
see
hear
the-
from a pigeon.
Hey?
Well, maybe we need to hear from a pigeon.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't have any around here.
We've heard from a chook.
Ducks peck them all.
Yeah, yeah. We've had a chook on the mic. There is a chance that we could get a pigeon on the mic at some stage.
Right.
That'd be good if all homing pigeons ended up at the house of Metallica.
Thanks for your advice again today, Ranger George.
That's all right. That's all right. And, we'll speak sometime in the future.
Okay.
Thank you. See
you.
ya.
Mate.
Probably tomorrow, I would have thought.
I would think
Happy
tomorrow
ranging.
and every day next week.
Yeah, but we've still got another hour of the show left. Everything to play for. We've got George Foam, we've got Panther, we've got all kinds of pigeons and stuff.
We do. And to take us to the news. We are in the final hour of the Ross and Terri show for today. And Pants Across Australia it's gone off with a bang, quite frankly. There are Pants currently in Sydney on their way to Brisbane. There are Pants in Tassie.
Some are some on the way to Adelaide,
yes,
but going via Adelaide to then head up to Darwin.
Yes, they were launched today. So they are, strictly speaking, they are our northern Pants, but they are going north via Adelaide. But someone who has the western Pants, the Pants that we're hoping will get to WA, is Jessica, who left. When did you leave? When did we have you in? The day before yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. All the days are turning into one, as far as I'm concerned. Now, how are the Pants, Jessica?
The Pants are unreal.
Excellent.
Pants have brought us fame like you wouldn't believe.
Take us through what's happened to you since yesterday with the Pants.
We arrived in Warrnambool last night and we didn't know where we were going to go, but we ended up going to an Irish pub because there was nowhere else to go.
Right.
And we'd been there for a little while. We had the Pants with us. They were having a good time, I think. But then we weren't, so we thought we'd go. And we were just about to go, and this guy just appeared from nowhere, and he's like, "Oh my God, are those the Pants?" yes, they are. He's like, "Those are the Pants. Don't move." And then he ran off and came back with all his mates, and they all wanted photos with the Pants. And
Brilliant.
the next 2 hours, we were just taking photos for everybody.
If I could ask you a personal question, Jessica, did you pick up out of it?
No.
You can work on that. That's all right. That'll come to you. That'll be fine.
Because when the bloke said he wanted to get into your pants...
But we're thinking we're heading on to Mount Gambier now, so we're hoping to get the Pants into a lot more trouble.
When do you think you'll get, what's your ETA for Mount Gambier?
I think we're probably another 100 hour, maybe.
Okay, is that Emma in the background?
Yeah, I was the one talking about the Pants in the past.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
we do have to say a special thank you to Dill, because this is the one that actually spotted the Pants.
Nice.
Well, what
Pants spotter in Warrnambool. So we're hoping that someone at Mount Gambier might spot them.
Well, what we might do is we'll put the call out now for so if there's a place in Mount Gambier that's worth going for a drink,
I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah, like a similar Irish pub, and then we'll find out where it is, and then you can go down there, and we'll just tell everyone to go down and have a bit of a knees up there.
Have a viewing of the Pants.
Yeah, we'll have a proper view, and if you're going to be there in an hour, we'll tell people to get down there. Say what time's good for you? About 8 o'clock.
Yep.
All right, 8 o'clock, we'll say, we'll find the name of a pub in Mount Gambier, keep listening to the radio, and we'll say where it is, and everyone can go down there and view the Pants, and then you'll make a load of new friends, and then we'll speak to you tomorrow and find out exactly what happened.
Excellent.
And for those who do take photos, you can send them into website at triplej.net.au. Now, as you're travelling at the moment, when do you anticipate arriving in Adelaide?
Oh, Friday, hopefully mid-afternoon. We're hoping to get to Adelaide while the show's still on, so that I don't know if there is someone who can pick up the pants from us that we can do it on air. That would be
do it between 12 and 3. You are thinking like such a radio producer. That is brilliant. So what we need now is someone who can meet you in Adelaide on Friday afternoon. Someone who can take the pants. We're trying to get these pants to WA.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, if you'll be in Adelaide and you'll be travelling to WA...
either flying, or it would be great if they could cross the Nullarbor. That would be truly spectacular.
Indeed. Now, just hang on the line just for 1 sec, because we've got someone who can tell you a good pub to go to in Mount Gambier. So do you want to just hang on for 1 second?
Don't worry.
All right, let's see how this works. And now let's go there. Do I have Jody?
You do, Terry. How are you?
Jody. Oh, right. I was expecting a girl, Jody, but that's okay. It's all right.
No, that's all right.
Who am I to talk? I'm a Terry. People expect a bloke.
Look, on the screen, it says Jody, in brackets, guy.
Yeah, I know. Now, you're a resident of Mount Gambier, Jody?
Yes, I definitely am.
Okay, now where should the girls go with the pants tonight?
Well, being Mount Gambier, there's obviously the local name one, the Gambier.
Right.
Very, very imaginably named, but that's not such a bad pub. But there's an Irish pub here too called Flanagan's as well.
That sounds like the place to go.
Yeah.
That's not a bad little pub, actually. Thursday night should go off pretty well.
I love it when someone says a pub's going to go off.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, well, I'm normally in bed by 7. I start work at 1 in the morning, but...
What do you do, Jody?
Oh, I'm a truck driver.
Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Where do you drive your truck to?
Unfortunately, it's only local. I can't get it to Adelaide.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your suggestion of Flanagan's, was it?
Yeah, Flanagan's.
All right.
That's
We'll see what the girls think of that one. Thanks, Jody.
No worries. Thanks. See ya.
See ya. What do you reckon?
Sounds Flanagan sounds good.
Flanagan's in Mount Gambier. What time do we say? 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock, Flanagan's. If you want to meet the pants, maybe have a photo with them, because they're pretty friendly and they're making lots of friends. They are. They're getting around. Someone wanted to put money in its pocket last night.
Don't stop them.
Don't, yeah.
Yeah, don't stop them.
We've got a stubby holder. Someone gave us a stubby holder. We've got a pin. Someone's been writing on the pants. It's all
fantastic.
Maybe what you could do, if you wanted to, you could maybe just safety pin like a little cloth bag to the back of the pants, or even tie the bottom of the trousers.
Yes, and make them into a bag.
Yeah, and people could put stuff in.
Nice one.
To hold all the accoutrements of the pants.
What an excellent idea.
All right. Well, we will be in touch, because hopefully someone will get in touch with us and be able to meet you in Adelaide and take the pants on to WA. But do have fun tonight, and we'll try and check in with you again tomorrow, I guess,
yeah.
either to do a handover of the pants or certainly to find out what happened at Flanagan's tonight.
No worries.
All right. Take care.
right.
Safe driving.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
This is all happening, isn't
It's
it?
going to go off. Say what you just said just before you turn the mic on. Go on.
I said...
Without the swearing, obviously.
Well, that shortens it considerably, doesn't it? I was going to have a sip of my little cup of water, but the chicken spilled it.
Yeah.
The chicken knocked it over, and I don't have any water now.
I'm
Damn you, Captain Bligh, you one-eyed water spiller.
I'm betting. I'd almost put money on that's the first time that's ever been said.
Yeah.
On a radio show ever.
Yeah, and you know what? If that had been a beer that the chook had spilled, I would have punched it in the face.
Yeah, that chicken would have had no eyes.
Yeah, no eyes, exactly. Now, we have Jessica and Emma who are transporting the pants to Adelaide. They are going to be in Mount Gambier this evening at a pub called Flanagan's at 8 o'clock. And on the line, I have Matthew from Casterton, which is on the border of where in South Australia? Of Victoria in South Australia, did you say, Matt?
Yeah, they're just on the border there, yeah.
And what is your connection to Flanagan's?
My mum runs the place there.
Brilliant. What's your mum's name?
Wendy.
Wendy. And how
Hi,
long has
Wendy.
she been in charge of Flanagan's?
About 3 years.
Brilliant. And what sort of... It's an Irish pub. Is she Irish?
No, she's definitely not Irish, but it is an Irish pub.
Right.
All right. And
What's it like? Has it got all pots and pans and old bikes hanging up and stuff?
Yeah, it's got old violins and old paintings and pictures and stuff like that.
Are they legitimate Irish artefacts, or are they she's just cleaned out the op shops in order to deck out the pub?
No, it was already decked out when we got it.
Okay. And what do you think, Wendy, your mum, will make of just the sensation that the pants will cause at Flanagan's tonight? What do you think her reaction will be, Matt?
Oh, she'll love it, she will.
Do you think she's aware at this stage that her pub is now hosting a personal appearance?
No, she
by
doesn't
some
know yet.
clothes?
She's at a horse racing meeting today. There's a Coonawarra Cup on today, so she's gone to that.
So she'll be a bit sauced by the time she rocks up to work tonight.
Yeah, she'll be pretty good.
Brilliant. She's probably thinking, it's Thursday night, just have a nice, quiet, easy night. She's not expecting the hordes of people turning up.
No, she'll love it. There's lots of staff on tonight for Thursday night, so they'll handle it.
Nice. All right. And what do you think about the Pants Across Australia, Matt? Are you behind it?
Oh, yeah, I've been tracking it. I've been keeping an eye on it.
Have you got because you're calling from work at the moment, have you got the map of Australia up on the wall and the stars and the highlighted are you tracking it at work?
No, not to that extent, I'm not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Come on, get involved.
All right, well, I hope everything goes well for your mum tonight and the pants.
Yeah, we'll get heaps of photos for you.
All right.
Brilliant.
We'll send them into website at triplej.net.au, won't you?
No worries.
All right, thanks for your call, Matt.
All right, see you later.
Cheers, mate.
See ya.
Bye.
That's nice. It's nice to know that Wendy will be looking after the pants when they get there. It's nice to have a name to put to the pub like this. It is, and you're right. It's an appearance.
Yeah,
it's now an appearance. It's happening at Flanagan's in Mount Gambier at 8:00 tonight.
I mean, it's not quite. Tommy Lee will be here tonight opening the club. Paris Hilton will be. Pair of Noble's pants will just be on the bar.
Oh, speaking of celebrities, George Foreman, who we of course know has. No fingerprints. That's creating a furore around the country. And Rick from the Gold Coast, you want to put your 2 cents in for George. Have you been spreading the rumour?
Yeah, I have. I actually worked out a surefire way to get the rumour, get everyone excited in the office about it.
Yeah?
What you do is, into the staff kitchen and you just put it out there. Steve, did you realise that George had no fingerprints?
Yeah.
And then your friend has to come in and just hear and go, yeah, I did hear about that. I read it in the paper.
Back up.
Back up. It just reinforces the story.
So rather than just dropping it and letting it hang, you've actually orchestrated someone to come in and fully, push it, back you up.
That's right. Yeah, it just reinforces the story.
That's
Other
great.
people will walk in and get excited because I see the other person's excited, and it just carries on from there.
Nice. So how many people in your office would you say are now under the impression that George Foreman has no fingerprints?
Well, there's about 4 at the moment. We had one sceptic, but my friend Dusty was quite good. She said she backed it up a bit further by saying, yeah, it's actually true, because I burnt my finger once with chemicals, and look, and she tried to show a scar that she had, and she said she had no fingerprints there, and it just reinforced it even further.
Brilliant.
Good.
You see, that's what I like. Physical evidence.
It is. That's what you need.
The only way you could beat that is by getting a man who looked exactly like George Foreman, burning off his fingerprints, and then just get him to walk past carrying a grill.
What is your place of work, Rick? Where do you work?
I work in a TV and film industry. We're in the production office at the moment.
No. Is there any way? Do you have contacts in the script writing area of that job? Is there any way that, for example, say you wrote, someone who writes for a TV show, could we get it in the dialogue of whatever TV show this is that George Foreman has no fingerprints?
I might try that. I'll speak to the executive producers about it and see what we can do.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
You know what? You've provided us with an avenue. It's like you've flung open the gates.
That's right.
You've seen it and you've raised it. Well done, Rick. Good luck with that.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. See you, mate.
See you later.
Great.
People have been spreading the George Foreman rumour.
We really do need, if you can think of something like that, like, for example, like if you work on, like, a soap would be really good, or if you work on any sort of TV show where maybe, 2 of the characters could just go, George Foreman hasn't got any fingerprints. Just something like that. Oh, there's fingerprints. Or say, like, one of the crime shows, we've found fingerprints. Well, it won't be George Foreman then. Just, you know what I mean? Something like that would be perfect. Like, give us a ring. I mean, you don't have to work in film and television. It could be, you know, you might work in, say, like you might work in a shop selling George Foreman grills. You might just be able to...
By the by, in the sales spiel, just mention...
Let's give a prize for the best one to the person that affects the most people.
And also, we should point out, for listeners in Perth and people who are frustrated by time differences, please don't be. Hit us on the guest book on the Ross and Terri page, triplej.net.au. There is provision now for you to leave your number, so you can give us your little tidbit that you would like to pass on, that you are, you know, somewhat prevented from doing so because of the time difference. And then we can get back to you.
And
so
we'll
please
ring you back
don't feel
tomorrow.
left out. Someone who's done something fantastic in terms of spreading this George Foreman rumour is a guy named Matthew Field, who passed the rumour on to a taxi driver and then gave it a bit of, well, my work here's done.
Wow.
Because imagine how many people taxi drivers come in contact, and they're just always the small talk and the
love
little
to
bit
chat, don't they?
Yep.
Well, taxi drivers fall into two categories, don't they? You get the ones who love to chat, and I always get into a cab, how have you been? Busy day, that's always a good one. Busy one, boom, they're off. It's just, you know, blah, blah, yeah, I tell you what, what about this traffic, blah, blah, they're off, you know?
Someone who is off also and hard at it, Sam, in Canberra, you've been spreading the Foreman rumour.
I sure have.
How have you been doing that?
I'm a travelling sales rep, and I deal with a bunch of electrical salespeople who actually sell the George Foreman grill.
Oh.
And not only have I been perpetuating the myth, I've been getting them to tell their customers.
Oh, look at that.
I've got the perfect way of introducing it. You play around with the ovens until you turn them on and say, I almost burnt my fingers then. You know what? Funny story.
Brilliant. Utterly brilliant.
Oh, sorry. That's great.
Oh.
Sam from Canberra, you are absolutely a star.
And what sort of and what's the general response when you say this?
Oh, look, the guys are starved for anything to talk about, and I've actually witnessed them pass this on to customers.
Really, brilliant. I'm sorry, we're going to have to get people in here to applaud you. That's magnificent. And then, what's the customers say to that then?
Well, it's a point of interest that all of a sudden the Foreman grill's a standout.
Yeah, why would you buy just any old grill?
Yeah.
When you could own a grill that was made by a man with no fingerprints.
Perfectly smooth hands.
Exactly right. Easier to clean.
That's great.
Oh, Sam, thank you so much for your call today.
No worries.
You keep spreading the word, mate.
Oh, I will.
Good on you.
Bye.
And
That's made my day.
That's brilliant, isn't it? And give us a call if you recently went to purchase a George Foreman grill and somebody
And you
told
heard
you
the
that
spiel.
information.
It is 20 minutes to 3 o'clock, which means there is 20 minutes left of today's instalment of Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis. It is an exciting day today. We have a lot of exciting days, but today's a very exciting day. Head to triplej.net.au. There is now a photo on the front page of the website of the pants, the pants of peace on the steps of the Sydney Town Hall, it's pretty exciting. There's some jubilant people in that photo.
Jubilant, and one bloke seems to be wearing some kind of cardboard mask.
He does too.
Yeah.
Why is he hiding? He's not wanting his identity to be. Hang on, I'll have a closer look at that.
You know what that is? Witness relocation programme. That's what that is.
But good on them for still being involved.
He wants to be involved,
He
but he
does.
doesn't want to blow his cover.
Exactly. Now it is time for today's band quiz, and we're gonna have to whip through it. We still got to make a crank call.
That's true. Yeah.
On the line from South Australia is Declan. Are you there, Declan?
Yep.
You are. Now, how old are you, Declan?
9.
9. And you know your bands? You know a lot of band names, you reckon?
Yeah.
Awesome. Whereabouts in South Australia are you, Declan?
Just by Mount Barker.
Mount Barker. Okay. I might get you to speak up just a little bit, Declan. Now, are you you've been listening to the quiz the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Do
ready?
you do well when you play at home?
Yeah, we've been practicing for, all the shows.
Ah, right, good
Fantastic.
stuff. So you know how it works. If you think it's a band, say band. If you think it's not a band, say not a band. It's that simple. Take your time over them. If you get more right than wrong, you get an item of my clothing from the box, and you also get a copy of my DVD Unreal Time. So, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Here we go. Number 1, La Cucaracha.
Is a band.
It is a band. Good work, yeah. Number 2, Lennon Head.
Not a band.
You're right, it's not a band. The Frugal Fruiterers.
Is a band.
Not a band. Jet Ski Chaos.
Not a band.
You're right, it's not a band. Where are we? Let me see.
Number 5.
Number 5, yeah. Symptoms of Excitement.
Is a band.
Not a band. Manticore.
Not a band.
It is a band.
Oh.
Here we go. Doorway.
Is a band.
Not a band. Neck Brace Wonder.
Not a band.
Not a band. Wildlife Documentaries.
Is a band.
It is a band, yeah. Next one. Hide a Priest.
Sorry, what was that?
Hide a Priest.
Not a band.
It's not a band. No. So, we're both laughing at that in the studio here, which is not too bad for Terry because she doesn't have to talk, but I do. Right. Next one is... Stop it, will you? She's gone now. Hide a Priest. Have you never heard? I went and saw them live. They were great. Here we go. Next one. Pokey Cafe.
Is a band.
Not a band. Next one's Birdhead.
Not a band.
That is a band. Just take it out. Take it out. Just relax. Just
It's
relax.
all right. It's all right, Declan. You're doing really well.
Right. Next one. You ready? Steal a Monkey's Haggis.
Not a band.
You're right. It's not a band.
Steal a monkey's haggis.
Next one. Nuclear Fat Lass.
Is a band.
Not a band. Next one. Bongo Fury.
Probably not a band.
It is a band.
Bongo Fury?
Bongo Fury.
He's locked up.
Is it? Yeah. Come on, it's all right. It's not too late. Put me in a cupboard.
Put me in a cupboard?
Put me in a cupboard.
Not a band.
Not a band. You're absolutely right. Kazoo Boogaloo.
Kazoo Boogaloo. Is a band.
It's not a band.
Oh.
Okay. The Screaming White Jamaicans.
Is a band.
It is a band. You're absolutely right. 19. Cartoons.
Is a band.
Not a band. Next one. You got 2 left here. At the penultimate one. Poo Zoo.
Not a band.
It's not a band. You're absolutely right. It's an attraction on the Gold Coast.
Poo Zoo.
No, I just made that up. And the final one. Ku Klux Frankenstein.
Is a band.
It is a band. How did he do?
Oh, Declan, you lost by 1.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
It was so close, and then just one just took you over the... I'm
Oh.
so sorry, Declan. But you did very, very well.
I'll tell you what, we won't send you DVD, but we'll send you a piece of clothing. How about that?
All right.
Yeah?
What would you like? Would you like a T-shirt?
Do you want a T-shirt or do you want a sweatshirt or something? Yeah, we'll get you... Hang on, let's have a look in here.
Let's give Declan a choice of 2 and let him pick. What do you reckon?
Do you want...
We're just going through the box of clothing now, Declan, to find you 2 lovely choices.
How big are you, Declan?
How big are you, Declan? What size does a 9-year-old wear?
I'm a size 10 shirt.
You're a size 10 shirt.
Oh,
okay.
I have no idea. I tell you what, we'll send you the Brazil... Do you like football?
Not really.
Okay, forget
No,
that
all
then.
right, scrap the Brazil
Let's
T-shirt.
let's send you that one. That you can wear that. Maybe that's too big, isn't it?
That's
for a nine?
huge.
Yeah, that's too big for a 9-year-old.
What about one of the Bonzi T-shirts? One of those ones.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Hang on.
Yeah, hang on.
We want to make sure that you get something that you're really going to like, Declan. Just hang on for 1 sec. We're going through the box.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
what's
about
that one?
Yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it?
That's all right.
Yeah, that's right. It's big, but you'll grow into it.
It's it's a lovely black jumper, Declan.
All right.
And that will be on its way to you. So just hang on the line, and we'll get your address, and we'll send that out to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing the band quiz today.
That's okay.
All right, hang on the line. That was lovely. He's going to grow. He's going to have to grow a lot before he can fit into that. But it will be on its way to Declan. Let's take a track, and then we might have to make...
Or should we send him that instead? That's a bit smaller. Look, that's
What's
a
that one?
T-shirt. It's like a black T-shirt. That's a bit smaller, isn't it?
All right,
we'll send him
that's
that.
a better one. A nice black T-shirt with some printing on the front. And Triple J, Ross and Terry with you, and George Foreman.
He's made another appearance. Sadly, this story, the guy didn't want to come on air, which is a shame because this is one of the funniest things I've heard in ages. What was the guy's name?
I'm not sure who it was. No, Sam from Canberra was
he was
the
salesman.
sales rep.
Yeah, that's right. But
he's spreading the rumour.
So somebody rang up before. Sorry, I haven't got your name, but this fella went into a shop to buy a George Foreman grill.
Yes.
Came up to the counter and said, "Oh, I'll take this one." But I think he had the thing. He said, "Oh, I want it. I'll take this one because that's got my fingerprints all over it." He was about to whack into just head into the store. He spread the lie. Woman behind the counter turns around and went, "Oh, that's weird because George Foreman hasn't got any fingerprints."
She beat him to it.
She beat him to it. He was trying to spread and that's what's good about this. There's a little, it's that interconnected thing where if somebody knows that we've invented it, it's a little in joke for you there.
It's nice.
Yeah,
both people
great,
can look at each other, wink, smile, go about their day.
Maybe he's even, what I like to think happened there, right, is he went, George Foreman's it, and they stopped. They realised there was a bond, and then just started snogging. Right there. They just kissed.
Well, there may well be a situation where George Foreman brings two people together who then go on to have children and, like George, name them all George.
Yeah.
I like that thought, that's possible. Do you feel like making a call to a customer service?
Yes, we should.
Number?
We just want to point this out as well. This isn't us just annoying people, no. For your entertainment. No, this is a necessary public service.
It is indeed. And just while I dial, today we're going to ring the Schmackos hotline. And just because we had a very, very special request for it, just while I'm dialing that number for the gentleman who rang and asked to hear this.
Nice work. What else have we got here?
Your call could not be connected.
Oh, yeah, right. I just have to mention this as well. Imi's just handed this to me. We need to find, hit the guest book if you're going from Adelaide to WA, because we need to get the pants, the Western pants need to go from Adelaide across to Perth. We need to get that going tomorrow, hopefully, if they get to there. The Northern pants are meeting up with somebody that's taking them to Darwin. The Eastern pants are on their way up to Brisbane. So we're looking for... Well, we'll soon be looking for somebody, like starting next week, somebody that's in Darwin to bring them back
and
down.
Also, we need to hear from people in Perth who can take the pants around Perth. Perhaps if you hit us on the guest book, triplej.net.au, go to the Ross and Terry page.
Up to sort of Port Hedland and all that.
All right, now I'm going to try this number once again.
Yeah. So that's what we're after. That's the main one we're concentrating on tomorrow, though, is finding somebody going from Adelaide across to Perth, and then we'll look for somebody Perth, Port Hedland to wherever, and so on and so forth. I don't know.
What's happening
I went a bit camp there.
Here we go.
Is that them?
Thank you for calling Customer Inquiries. Michelle speaking.
Hello there. Are you the people that deal with schmackos?
Yes.
Oh, right, thanks. What I'm ringing up about was my dog is just lost its mind.
Okay.
And obviously your advert, and I've been feeding him nothing but schmackos for like 3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously the advert says dogs go wacko for schmackos.
Yes.
And my dog's lost his mind. He's running around. He's running diagonally. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And he's biting people right, left. not really biting. He lost his teeth. That was bloody chewing on a brick, the old fella. It's gumming people right, left, and centre. It's like, to be honest with you, all I can say is like his behaviour. It's not mental. It's not odd. It's pretty much. He's wacko. Is all I can say. And so what I want to know is, what is it in your product that would have caused him to do that?
Well, I mean, I think that the product is very palatable. It's basically a real meat and liver treat, and liver is extremely palatable to dogs. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a very tasty treat. There's nothing.
So liver.
Yeah, liver's
So
the
the liver.
main ingredient. Yeah.
So the liver is what's driving my dog nuts.
Yeah, well, the liver is the most palatable part. So
Right.
yeah.
So if I was to eat liver, loads of it, I would start going mad and gumming people also.
No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with the actual ingredient. It's just that it's very palatable to dogs. It's just, I guess you could liken it to,
Crack cocaine.
Well, no. Well, you getting something that you really love and really looking forward to it. It's the same thing for dogs.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not actually something that's addictive or anything like that. It's just that it's I guess very palatable to dogs, and because it's so palatable, because they can't tell you, I guess that, when they get excited like that, they're showing you that that's what they like.
Right. Still doesn't help the fact my dog's gone nuts.
Well, as I say, there's nothing in there that's like addictive or, designed to make the dog do that. It's just a very tasty treat.
Right.
Are you there?
Help. No, I left it just too late.
You pushed her too far.
I left it
If you had just come in a second before...
I know, I was just going to...
If you'd waited a second longer, the automatic tape would have kicked in because there would have been...
That's so annoying. You know what was going to happen there? That was just the point where I was going to...
say George Foreman.
Yeah. No, that was just the point where I was going to pretend that the dog had got me. Oh, what an idiot. If I'd made it just 1 second earlier. But she stuck by it, didn't she?
She did. Well, the word palatable was used quite a number of times, I noticed.
I think what we've learned from that is that she's got a big piece of card with the word palatable on it. Didn't even get to tell her who I was.
When in doubt, say palatable. Now, we've got a choice here, Ross. You wanted to play a track by Half Man,
Half Biscuit. Have we got time?
Well, there's a minute and a half to the news.
Play the track.
Your track goes for 2.5 minutes, so shall we just play what we can fit in?
We'll see you tomorrow. Give us a ring, hit the message board, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, get to triplej.net.au, go to the Ross and Terri page of the guest book and drop us a line.
Triple J. 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 Triple J.